Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm gonna show you guys the best way to get holiday scorched plans. It has to do with workshops. So we're at a workshop right here, and there's another tip. This is on PlayStation. I don't know what it is on other consoles, but we have a touchpad, and if you hold the touchpad, you could go ahead and claim each little workshop. For the most part, most people come here, and then it says push X to claim. But if you didn't know, but if you're new, you probably won't know. You could just hold in your touchpad and then you could claim it from anywhere as long as you're inside the green zone. Like I should have done from way over here. I could have showed you. If you're in the green zone, you could easily claim a workshop. So that's a tip in case you guys haven't known that. And there's another tip I'll show you as soon as we start as soon as we claim the workshop. Well, there's a couple of tips I'm gonna show you guys, and hopefully you guys don't know this stuff yet. And if you don't, it'll be pretty awesome. Okay, so we claimed it. I'm gonna go ahead and stash box. Stash. Boom. Okay, so every time I push my stash box, it says I have 148,000 steel. So 148. Go ahead and scrap this. Boom. Scrap this. Boom. Scrap this. Boom. Scrap this. Boom. I can't show you the exact number because it's 148, and then it has like a bunch of little numbers after that. But if you didn't know, if you go on your stash box, you could definitely look at it, and then like this is rubber. Every time you pick something up, it's rubber. It's rubber. It's rubber. I need to do this anyways. But let's say you need a certain material, and that material could be found in a workshop. You could easily go and just do this, and you get like each one of these is one rubber, so it's not a lot. But I mean, if you're broke, I mean, it's something. And cars are steel, so if you go ahead and recycle a car, you get steel. This you get rubber. I'm doing this because I need to clear up the area anyways, and so it's like free materials you're getting. So it's not really like a crazy tip, but it's just like if you didn't know, well, now you know. And it works for anything in a workshop. Well, anything that could be picked up. Like obviously you can pick up a rail, and you can pick up these little barricades. But you can pick up some stuff, and that all goes into your stash box. And not just like it really does. Like you could look on your stash, like just go to your stash, look at steel, and look at rubber or whatever you're picking up, and it goes up. Okay. So now that we got it cleared, we could do what we gotta do. Um, so there's multiple ways you could do it, and I'm gonna show you how I do it. So one way you can do it, so what you want to do, you want to take over multiple workshops and place down this thing called the Santatron. And then whenever you place down a Santatron, he comes out and he goes around collecting holiday gifts and a bunch of other stuff, and he puts it in here. So what you do, you go around the whole world, and there's workshops everywhere. There's a workshop here, there's a workshop here. They're everywhere all over the map. So you go ahead and take over workshops, and you place Sanatrons down. And then you could just come back to them when you play the game, and then you come back to them, and then you loot them all, and they should be like three of these, five of these, two, whatever. It's always different amount. There's small, mediums, and larges, and each of them are different. So you can't like if you leave them long enough, they would equally out. But like some might get largest, some might get small first. So they're all different. So you want to take over workshops and do this. But also since you're taking over workshop, you could go to each workshop and put down like this thing, and you could put down this thing and this thing and this thing, and all of these give you materials. So while you're farming these, you could also farm Deathclaw steak. You could find little board games. You could find leather. You could farm circuits or copper, whatever. So you do this. But a way to do it quicker, like you would have to go through each item and place each item down, and it could be annoying. So a tip you could do is you could build little prefab things. Um, so what you can do to make it super easy, you could build things and blueprint them. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the blueprint that I made already. We'll go ahead and make one. I'll go ahead and make one so you can see how it's made. So first of all, you have to start off with a foundation. So a normal foundation, boom. and then you put on a stairway going up or stairs going up. One. I usually do two. You could do definitely do one of them. I do two. I don't know why. I just do two. And then you go ahead and place a. I'm gonna do a baby version, and then you could go ahead and get the gist of it. Boom. Boom and boom. I might just do it. Where floor. So I do a 3x3. You could do a 2x2. You could do a 1x1, depending on what you need. If you don't want a lot of stuff, you could easily just do one. Like, let's say you just want this dude. Uh, you just want this dude. You could come up here and then boom, put that, and then take all this other stuff away and just have this, and then what you do is I'm gonna go ahead and actually show you that. Just because I know other people might not care about the other stuff. And you might just care about this. I mean, if you want something so little, there's other ways to do it, and I'll go ahead and show you the other ways. Oh, robot, get out of my way, man. Okay. Um, so if you want something just like this, all you would have to do is hold your touchpad or hold whatever button you do to open your menu, and then go right here and hold X. On me, it's X. And then it says there's a button in the bottom. If you read all the wording, select structure, grow structure, select, create blueprint, and toggle camera. You go ahead and push R1, grow selection, and R1. If you do it like boom, 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 it just it highlights everything for you. So another way you could do it, if you're not you didn't know that, like you could go just come here and push X, and then push X, and then push X, and push X. And as long as you see everything highlighted, that's you crafting a blueprint. You go ahead and push square, and just name it whatever. I'm gonna name it G. Okay, so we're gonna come up here and delete this. So let's say I'm in a new workshop right now. I landed at another workshop. Let's just say I'm not here. I'm at another workshop. Boom! I killed all the creatures. I got there. You come and you go to your BPs, and then you just boom. Oh, boom, place your BP down, and then boom, you run to your next workshop, and then boom, place your BP down, and boom, 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 and then just go over to Hello Workshops doing this. This is if you want something simple, but you could get even crazier with it. So, delete. Oh, I deleted the good. I thought I deleted the wrong one. I deleted the blueprint by accident, but that's okay. Um, so way to get crazy with it. This is what you could do. So I made a bigger blueprint with all the stuff I actually use. So boom, you just push that down. So I have my steamer here. This one gives me carry weight buffs. I pretty much did everything I need. Like this one gives you steak. This one gives you leather. This one copper, uh, plastic. Like they all give you different stuff. So you definitely want to do this. And then boom, from now I go and I run to another workshop and I take that off. But before you go, if you leave this alone, there's a low chance of it breaking. Like monsters come and they can break it. There's a low chance. But just to fight that low chance, I go ahead and I make these things. They're called little turret traps. So I place one on each side. And I'll place one here, and then I would run all the way over here. And I placed another one. Boom. And then this alone should protect your base. I hope we get attacked. We probably won't because that dude's way over there. But this should cover everything. Like if you do this, boom, you're safe. And another thing you could do, or you should do, you could add this onto your base, but sometimes it's a little buggy. So I have this on the side. So it's just, I put the tree there so I know where it's at on the map. Like you can see a big tree. So what this thing is so you can scrap your stuff, and then like because let's say you come up here, you loot everything. Some of this stuff has to be broken down. There's nothing here yet, but there's stuff in here, and then you have to break it down. Like I said, you can put it up there, but I didn't want to make it too big, and then you don't want to make it too cramped. Because if you make it too cramped, it's gonna give you like something saying like you can't place it or whatever. So if you have that problem, spread your stuff around a little bit, make sure they're not super tight, and then you just come and scrap it here. Or what you can do, you could do multiples, like do that stuff up there, do a couple of these, and then put them all over the workshop. But let me show you. So let's say um you put this item too close into this one, and then somehow you placed it while it's red, like you can see it's red, and then let's say, boom. Oh, let's say I could just place it close enough, and it just barely touches. Whenever you blueprint this and take it to another workshop, it won't work because these are too close. So you want to go ahead and separate it a bit. So make sure everything is not touching. So I would jump around and make sure nothing's touching each other. And then make sure nothing's over the little barrier. Like if you have it hanging out, it won't also work. And if, like, let's say some of these move. Um, like this, dude, he moves. So if you put this too close to it, um, it bugs out. Like you won't be able to place it. So if you come to that problem, either delete some stuff or add stuff onto new places. Like I put this thing down here because it was like too big for up here, and I don't want to add a whole nother square. So you can put things down here, or you can make little extra ones. Um, so this is a little extra one I made. Another tip is there's these little mats. They're called fast travel targets. So anytime you come to this location, it would put you either up there or it would put you back there. But if you put this little tiny mat, every time you fast travel here is gonna put you on top of this mat. So this mat could be found under miscellaneous, and it's called fast travel mat. Miscellaneous is all the way to the right. So you go and then it's right here. It's miscellaneous and it's called fast travel target. So you put this down and each time you come to the workshop, it's gonna be spawning you in right here. So you spawn in here, you look around any monsters, you take them down, and then you run up and you loot what you gotta loot. Um and then make sure you have this again. And there's another tip you could use, or you should be using, especially if you're taking over a bunch of workshops. There's a perk called contractor, and contractor is crafting workshop items now cost 50% fewer materials. um so for the most part, whenever you come here, everything should be free. Like whenever you're crafting something, like you can see, let me get something more complicated. This thing, okay, this thing takes copper, plastic, rubber, and circuits. It's 11111. So you see on the right side it says 11111, whatever. So we'll go to a contractor, we'll take it off. So everything cost me one, and then let's see what it costs now. Um, so everything was 11111, and now plastic and rubber is 2 and 2. So it costs 2 plastic and 2 rubber. So it broke it down a little bit. It costs a little bit less to make. But I mean, like, you definitely don't want to use your own junk. And then another thing, it's green right now. You see how everything is green on the right side? It's green because it's free. So you see it went from green to white. So whenever it goes to white, and some things might, like, right now we're circuits, but it might be rubber, it might be plastic, it might be copper, whatever it is, it's always different. So whenever you see it go white, then it's gonna start pulling stuff out of your stash box. So you don't wanna whenever you see it white, you gotta be careful what you're placing down. If you don't really need it, don't go ahead and place it. Because it's gonna waste your material. And a way to help that or combat that is go ahead and put contractor out. It makes you waste less materials whenever you're building something. So that's a really good perk card to use. And make sure you have scrapper on, just because you're going to be fighting these monsters all the time, and every time you loot them, um, let me show you what it is. I mean, a lot of them don't drop that many weapons anymore. But if they do, you want to have the most bang. Like, you're farmer right now, you want to get the biggest bang for your buck. So you want to go ahead and add the scrapper perk card. And that one gives you more materials. Obtain more components when you scrap weapons and armor. So every time you find a weapon or armor, you'll get a little bit more junk for it. So if you're doing this like over so many times, you're definitely gonna pick up armor. You're definitely gonna pick up junk, and you do want to like get the most out of it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to go really crazy with it, you could also take these things over. If you didn't know, these are like little miners, whatever. Um, these are boom. So you need different ones. There's green ones, there's red ones. You gotta see which one is which. Like this one is junk, this one material, this one for silver, this one for fertilizer. You can't. I don't know why one can't cover all of them, but like they're all different. Like there's a junk pile over here. Let me show you junk. So this one won't work. You gotta go up and down until you find it, and when you find it, it should go automatically lock in. And then you still need to power this, so you still need to put a generator down and whatever and power it. Um, that's if you want to go really crazy with it and start farming like crazy. But another thing, you might not want to do this now, because for some reason, whenever you do this at a workshop or like take over workshops, after 3 hours, it kicks you from the server. So if you get kicked from the server, it happens to everybody. Some people get lucky and you can stay all day on the server, and other people it's only 3 hours. It'll be like we're breaking the server, or it's that maintenance thing comes out. Like you got 30 minutes to leave the server before maintenance. If you get that, it happens to everybody. Don't worry, it's not a you thing. It's just like you're lucky if it don't happen to you. But it happens to everybody. Peace out, you guys. This is how you farm holiday scorches really fast. Like they're in here, and then yeah. Make sure you do this in the public world, in a private world, just so people can't steal your work. And another thing, if you're on PlayStation and you don't want to go to the trouble of like making your own stuff, let me know. Send me a message and be like, hey, can I join your private real quick? And then you could come to my private, and then all you would have to do is go on your build menu and then hold X right here and then push R1. And if the more you push R1, it highlights everything, and then you could just save the BP, and then you could take it to your server and do the same thing, like everything's highlighted. You push square, you make your own BP, and you craft it or whatever. And then whenever you do that, you could do the same thing with my thing over here or my little turret traps. If you're just lazy enough and you don't want to do this, let me know. I don't mind giving you my stuff. Like it's whatever. And if you're on PC or Xbox and you're able to do that, go ahead and write your name in the comments and then let people, like I mean there's no point in not helping people out. Like if you can help somebody out and you have this made already and you want to help people out, go ahead and drop your name down and let's help each other out, man. Peace out, you guys.